voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me.
What's up, guys? It's Matt back here at RKO-VER Entertainment, and just make a quick video. I know my unboxings have slowed down, and I know that's where I get a lot of my subscribers from, the unboxings, but they're going to slow down a lot because one, I spent a lot of money, too much money on Black Friday, and need to start saving for NXT and Royal Rumble in January. So my unboxings are going to slow down, so I'm thinking of different ways to get content to you guys. So I'm going to do a my opinion on how we can improve WWE right now. So first and foremost, a brand split again, to have SmackDown exclusive superstars and Raw exclusive superstars. Maybe not the whole roster has to be that way. Maybe champions can move. I don't know how you would work it, but I know you should definitely bring the world title back, the European title, the hardcore title, and a second tag team championship, and of course the women's title. But they should all be on SmackDown, and maybe a couple of them get unified, but definitely different, more titles. And like if they want people to watch, like a lot of this came because I watched the Attitude Era DVD. I don't know if you guys seen that, but it's really good, and it reminded me of what I liked about wrestling so much. I mean, how often do you have championship matches on Raw? And even if they do have one, you know there's no chance that the title is changing hands now. Back in the day, you did not know that because the title used to change hands on Raw and SmackDown. So, I mean, if you can make it a little less predictable, more people are going to watch TV, you know what I'm saying, instead of just watching the pay-per-view. Because they know that's the only time they're going to see a title change at this current point in Raw. My second one would be focus more on tag team wrestling. This is what got me into wrestling. It was tag team wrestling. First match, like, I guess you can't call it a tag team match. It was a Survivor Series match. The first ever Survivor Series match had the Jumping Bees. No, I can't remember. I keep forgetting their name, but it's Jumping Jim Bronzell was in the tag. The Killer Bees. Killer Bees. That's it. So that was the first tag team I ever seen, and like they kind of did some high flying stuff, and that was back in the day when nobody did high flying stuff. So that drew me in right there. So I think they should. And WWE has a great amount of tag teams right now doing nothing, and they're creating all these factions out of necessity, I guess, or just because they're laying around, you know, like. So that, like, I think if they had two different tag team titles, they could shake it up really good with tag team wrestling. And you know, I already said, yeah, give people a reason to watch TV or wrestling on TV, not just the pay-per-view. Like I said, title changes, non-scripted promos, because I guarantee you that half of these guys that are just sitting around working dark matches or doing nothing would get over if you gave them a microphone. That's it, because some of those guys can talk, and some of the guys that they want to push can't talk, and the crowd loves someone they can connect with and someone that can connect with them. So I mean, I think if you gave these guys some mic time, I mean, it's a 3-hour Raw. You got chances to give them the mic. I mean, it's a 3-hour Raw with like 6 or 7 matches, so you have time to give new guys the mic and let them try to get over, and I guarantee you some of them would get over. Perfect example, or no, I'm gonna go to that later. My next one would be to bump the TV rating to TV 14. so you could still cater to everyone just because you bumped it up a little bit. I mean, you could just bump your age target up a little bit to like, so right now it's what, 5 to 20 something, 25 maybe. I mean, if you had TV 14 to 30, that was your audience target group. I think you wouldn't lose that many on the lower side, like the kids, because I mean, kids now they watch Adult Swim, like all that stuff is rated TV 14. The Simpsons, not all the episodes, but some of them are rated TV 14. Like, kids watch Simpsons all the time, and I think you could. I mean, you're not going to go as raunchy as you would at Attitude Era. Sorry about that, guys. The phone rang at work, but you wouldn't go as raunchy as an Attitude Era Raw, but you don't have to go so much on the kid side. But you would just cater to everyone. Just because you're TV 14 doesn't mean that all the characters have to step up or go in a new direction. You can still have PG characters to cater to the young crowd, but you can have other characters that cater to the older crowd, which is what they had in the Attitude Era. And this gets back to my perfect example, which is Hurricane Shane Helms. This guy, I mean, whoever thought that was a gimmick that was going to get over? But he could talk. He was into the character totally. And at one point, he was number 2 in merch sales behind Stone Cold Steve Austin. So, I mean, you're doing something right if you're number 2 in merch sales. And he wasn't a character that was going around flipping people off, or kicking the boss, or, you know, whatever. Like, yeah, he had some storylines that went farther, you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't a character that did that all the time. He was more of a kid's character on a show that was catered mostly to older people, but still had the oddities, stuff like that for younger kids. So, I mean, I believe you could open up your range of who they're trying to reach, because, I mean, it ain't working what they're doing right now. Yeah, and another, like, I know I said give the mic, you know what I'm saying, to the young guys, let them talk and everything. There's time for that, but there's also time to wrestle too. Like, you can't have matches on Raw and SmackDown that go for 7 minutes. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to have a 7-minute match on a Raw that's 3 freaking hours. And you only got like 7 matches like scheduled the whole night. So, I mean, you could give guys 15, 20-minute matches, a couple of them at least, and I guarantee you more people would get over. More people would watch the product. That's just, those are all my opinions, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more.